Aristophanes is a Greek playwright, and he was born in Athens in the year 446 BC. There's very little known about him outside of his plays. He wrote comedies and was known as the father of comedy because he was so impactful in the genre. During his life, a war broke out between Athens and Sparta, and this was known as the Peloponnesian War. The majority of his surviving plays were written during this time, and because of this, many of them had a message about this war. When taking a look at the style of comedy used by Aristophanes, it has become apparent that modern playwrights should adopt a similar method. He used his plays to oppose the war and to try and come to a peaceful solution. Now, the play that best exemplifies this is the play known as Peace. It is about a man who sets out on a journey to bring about a peaceful end to the Peloponnesian War. And when he comes back to his people seeking their aid, most of them are extremely detrimental to the process. The only people that are of help to him are the farmers. This is important because it shows that Aristophanes believed that most people wanted this war to continue or simply didn't suffer enough to want to bring about a peaceful end to it. The farmers, on the other hand, suffered greatly from this war because many of their farmland had been destroyed by the conflict. Because of this, he believed that they were the only ones wanting the change to the war to be very peaceful. He also used his plays to criticize political figures in support of the war and that corrupted the minds of the youths. Two of the most important people and the people that he criticized the most were the pro-war populist Cleon and the philosophist Socrates. Aristophanes, his plays about Socrates were a contributing factor in the execution of Socrates for his charges of impiety or impiety or not believing in the gods of the state and corrupting the minds of the youth. Aristophanes would often incorporate the location that his plays were going to be shown, such as if he knew his plays were going to be shown at a certain location, he would try to incorporate things that would appeal to their culture more than another location. Aristophanes also incorporated many breaks in his plays for the audience to have an active role in how the plays would progress. Now, Aristophanes' plays were very important because they contributed to many events in Athens. They did play a major role in the popularity of a peaceful end to the Peloponnesian War to occur. And this is very important because without this idea of a peaceful end being popularized by Aristophanes, there would more than likely have been much more conflict than what had already occurred. And while conducting research for this paper, something that I learned that really stood out to me is how accessible Aristophanes made politics to the general public. I believe it would be extremely beneficial if we would return to this policy as a medium of bringing politics to a wide audience and to helping them understand. That's it.